course I will teach you, and I'll make a video for it. So what I play is called Solitaire. Most people actually have it on an app on their phone, but I really like doing it with actual cards because it gives me something to do. And it's very like therapeutic for me. So I will teach you how to play Solitaire. It's super easy once you get the concept. It is also a game of kind of chance and skill. So you're not always guaranteed to win every time, which is kind of fun. So I will teach you the steps of how to set it up and then how to play.
To start with, you have a deck of cards, and then to set the game up, you need to create 7 rows. Okay, so you take one card and you flip it over, and this is your first one. You leave it face up. Then you go back to your pile and you take 6 others and keep them face down. All right, so I have 6 that are face down and 1 that's face up. Then I go back to my pile and I take another one and I lay it face up, like this. And then I fill all the rest of them face down again. So 5 face down. Then I go back to my pile, I take another one, I flip it face up, woo, like this. And then 4 face down. Go back again, same thing, face up, and 3 face down. Back to my pile, up, and then 2 down, up, and then the last one you stick up like that. So this is how you set it up. So you have 7 rows with each increasing card order, and then you're gonna be left with your pile over here.
Okay, so the next rules of the game is that you're trying to get, starting with king and going down to 2, you can stack those on top of each other. So start with a black king and then a red, and then black, red, black, red. So it alternates colors, but the suit doesn't matter. So you can have clubs and spades, they're both black, both the same, and then hearts and diamonds, both red, both the same. So your goal, however, is to get there. You're gonna have, if you have an ace, you stick it up on top. So each ace kind of has its own spot. And then your goal is to get those, it's kind of complicated. So you're gonna go ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, all the way up to king. And that's how you win the game. But I'll show you how you can play to get to that point. So if this is the deck that I have just laid out, I'm gonna look for anything that I can build off of. So I see a red queen and a black king. So I can move this over here. And then that means I can take this one and flip it to see what card I have. So I look to see if I have anything else that I can play off of, and I do. There's a black jack that can go right here. And then I can take this card and flip that over. And then I see that there's a red 5 here and a black 6 here, so I can take this card and move it over there. And then I can flip this again. So it looks like I've got a 9, and here's a red 8. You can flip this over, and then you can move this over. All right, and then I look and see if there is anything else that I can play off of, and it looks like there's not, so I'll show you what to do now. All right, so as you just saw, I'm kind of stuck here. So what I do now is I take my deck of cards that I had after setting it up, and I take the top 3. So 1, 2, 3, and I flip them over. And then I look at this top card and see if I can play it anywhere. So I flipped a black 4, so I can play that on the red 5 that I have right here. And then I can look at this 9 and see if I can play it anywhere. I can't, so what I do now is I take another 3, and then flip it and look at the top card. So I can't do anything with it, so I take 3 again. 1, 2, 3, and I flip it. And I look at the top card and to see if I can do anything with it. And so you continue that cycle again and again. And then let's just say that I've gotten to the end of the pile. So when I get to the very end of the pile and I'm done with it, I just take it, put it back in my hand, and go again. Take 3, look and see if I can play off it again. In this case, I got a red 4, so I can play that on the black 5 right there, and so on and so forth. Another important rule of the game is, say that I take my top 3, 1, 2, 3, I flip it over, and there's an ace. This is really important. So when I find an ace, I put it up here, and then I'm gonna look and see if I can start to stack things on it. So I can put that red 2 there. And see, I would need like a red 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the goal. That is how you win the game, is when you can get all the cards stacked on top of the ace, the 4 aces that you have over here. I've been playing the game, doing all the rules, and I get to this point. It looks like all my cards are laid out and I'm poised to win. So what I have to do now to win officially is to take these cards and to build them back up to where they're supposed to be. And if you've noticed before, like I've been doing that throughout the game. Like if you have a 2 down here and it can go up there, by all means move it. And then if you find the 3, you can move the 3 up there too.